CBC, I can't believe it. Oh my God, I told my parents about this show and they were very, very proud of me, but my dad has been telling everyone that I'm the new host of The National. He just goes into the living room and just like, Nancy, turn it to channel 3. The Jimmy MacKinley show's on. I was like, Dad, it's radio. He doesn't care. I got lost here last week. I had a show here in this exact same location in Quispamsis last week. I got lost on my way here because I Googled the location, 98 Market Street, put that in my BlackBerry GPS. That was my first mistake. Took me to someone's house. I still did a set. It was extremely awkward. Every single business I went to around here in this town, they could not, I love the people of Quispamsis. I could not find one normal person. I went to Esso, and I was like, where do I go? He's like, yeah, man, you gotta go back. You're way, way off. You see that intersection down there? I said, no. He said, yeah, me neither. So where do I go? It's up over the hill there. I don't know where in the Jesus it is. You're gonna wanna hit that intersection. You're gonna hang a left. You're gonna cascade down the road a little bit. Cascade. You're gonna swing another hard left. And then you're gonna go down. You're gonna keep going down the way. And then you're gonna take one more left. I was like, I'm no geometry expert. I'm no geometrist. But I'm pretty sure those directions bring me back to you. No idea where to go. You're actually lucky that I'm facing the right direction right now. I also got lost on my way to Sussex, New Brunswick. Anyone from Sussex? A few weeks ago, I was on my way to a funeral. I don't want to bum anybody out. I'm on my way to a funeral. I put it in my GPS as well. I get to a roadblock coming out of Fredericton, New Brunswick. Dirt road this way, dirt road this way. GPS lady, no idea what was going on. I was talking to her as if she could actually hear me. She's like, keep going. So I flipped a coin, and I took one dirt road. I ended up in a place called Cambridge Narrows, New Brunswick. Yes, some winners in Cambridge Narrows. So I'm confused. I have a black suit on. I go into this Esso gas station, and I'm like, I don't know where to go. I was in a panic. I was going to be late. And this is the directions that I got in Cambridge Narrows. She looks at me dead in the face, and she just said, do you know where Jacob lives? I said, Jacob? I said, I don't know where I am currently. I don't know where I am right now. She's like, you just go down, and you're going to want to swing a left. And you're going to see a big red barn. I said, there's a red barn everywhere. It's farm country. You're gonna see a big red barn, you're gonna take a right, and you're gonna go straight, and you're gonna come up to a big pig. And I said, a pig, like a live, living pig? Like an actual farm animal? She says, yes, Sally Lou. So I was like, what do I do? Do I ask the pig where to go, or what the hell? What do I do? And I was like, well, what do I do? What do I do if the pig's in the barn? What do I do if there's animals in the barn? She said, oh, a nice day like today, she'll be out. Anyway, I did make it to the funeral, but anyway. I'm originally from Miramichi, New Brunswick. Any Miramichi, representing. Yeah, most stories of Miramichi, they always start with, I probably shouldn't have been driving. So there's two, the worst things about, the hardest things growing up in Miramichi were one thing was a 22% unemployment rate. We actually changed the welcome sign. It used to say, welcome to Miramichi, giver you're on the river. You're spelled Y-E-R for some reason. It now just says, gone to Fort McMurray. Brackets, 2 on, 4 off. Not sure what that means. The other hardest part of growing up in Miramichi is being related to everyone in the town, including my girlfriends. I was always related to all my girlfriends. In 2004, I dated this one girl for 6 months. I had no idea I was related to her on both sides. Both sides of the coin, people. Right through on both sides, and like my father knew about this, and like didn't even tell me. I had to break up with this girl on ICQ, because that was the technology that existed. Does anyone remember ICQ? So I had to break up with her on ICQ. I was like, we have the same birthmark and last name, so we have to break up. I go out into the kitchen, and my dad is just sitting at the kitchen table. And see, he's like, yeah, I'm related to her through the Matchets, and your mother's related to her through the Silikers. And he's just sitting there making cigarettes with a credit card machine. I said, what the heck are you doing? He said, it's cheaper. It's cheaper to make them. I was like, Dad, you've been sitting here for 9 days straight. Does time mean nothing? Cheaper. That's how my dad... That's verbatim. That's how my dad actually talks. He just got an iPhone the other day. He's texting all the time, but he'll call me up after every text to ask me if I got the text. Did you get her? Yeah, Dad, I got it. Why don't you just give me a call? His voice is like the exact opposite of Superman's Kryptonian dad. I was watching Superman the other day. Everything Russell Crowe, was played by Russell Crowe, everything he said to his son sounded so inspirational in the movie, and it's the exact opposite of what my dad would say. So his dad would be like, you will give the people of Earth an ideal to strive towards. They will race behind you, they will stumble, they will fall, but in time, they will join you in the sun. In time, you will help them accomplish wonders. If Superman had my dad... Did you get those Jesus winter tires on? And I noticed that you pulled into the driveway. You should have backed in. He has 2 smokes on the go at all time. The radio listeners aren't going to get that one. Why are they laughing? Then he just called me up the other day, and he's like, Jim? He's like, what, Dad? I need to get on the Wi-Fi. The letter Y dash number 5. Need to get on the Wi-Fi. I said, well, what? Like, it was like 7:30 in the morning, so I thought it was like some sort of family emergency or death. Because I'm 32 years old, it could happen. So I was like, Dad, you need to get on the Wi-Fi. With what device? He's just like, I don't know. Everyone else is on her. I don't know what to do. Then last night I get a call and it just said, Jim, I don't know what in the Jesus your mother did to the computer. And so what happened? He's like, she deleted scotiabank.ca. So let me get this straight, Dad. So a 59-year-old woman who can barely handle solitaire. Solitaire froze. I'm like, Mom, that's the microwave. What the heck? She deleted scotiabank.ca, and I was like, well, Dad, it's probably just like, in the trash. He puts the phone down, he's rummaging through the actual trash. Like an old bear. Unemployment rate in Miramichi, 22%, I gotta tell you. 22%. Does anyone else have a father like mine in the crowd? My mother's texting. She sent me her first text the other day. All it said is, Jimmy, I'm gonna send you my first text in a few minutes. I said, Mom, you just did it. That's what you just did. You just sent the text. And then she said, Jimmy, what was the name of that movie? I said, what do you mean? You know, the one with the guy with the face. It's like, what are these other movies you're watching with people with no faces? What the heck's going on there? She's got a Facebook account. She's just ripping it up on Facebook. She's adding everybody, commenting on literally everything. But she doesn't know what she's doing. Like, I'll put an article up on Facebook. 30 people will like it. 30 people will comment on it. And my mother will comment, but it won't have anything to do with the actual topic of the article. So 32 people on Facebook will just get a notification from Nancy MacKinley that just says, your Aunt Barb just had another bad fall. And then she'll reply to her own comment and be like, and did you get your winter tires on? I used to be a teacher, and I'll just leave you with this one last couple stories. I used to be a teacher, and I got to tell you, I once had a desk thrown at me. It was insane. And one kid came 60 minutes late for a 65-minute class. I won't name any names, but his name was Devin. So Devin comes in, and I said, Devin, I got to mark you absent. I can't mark you tardy. And he said, yeah? What do you think about this, pecker lips? Flips me off and calls me pecker lips. I literally had to write pecker lips on a behavior tracking form. Last week, I swear to God, this was 10 years ago. Last week, or 7 years ago, last week I was in Miramichi, New Brunswick, and I was pumping gas, next to a war veteran, because it had a little poppy on his license plate. This guy was pretty old. So a car drives by, a big Crown Vic, all souped up, drives by. And it's the kid from like 7 years ago. And he goes, and I don't know if you've ever heard an insult with full Doppler effect. It just went, pecker lips. The war vet thought it was him that I was like, no, I'm pecker lips. Anyway, guys, that's my time. Thank you very much. I'm Jimmy MacKinley.